welcome back to another Techification episode. This is part 2 of cleaning out a computer. As you might want to call it spring cleaning. So I will go ahead and log in here. Yes, that is my login background. Wonderful, isn't it? So here's my screen. So over here I have, on my secondary display, I have a few things. Let me bring the mouse over here. So these things are various setup files, a few folders, icons that I don't really need. So I'm just gonna select them all and I'm going to delete them by moving them into the recycling bin. So it says it's saving about 2 gigabytes of storage that would otherwise be unavailable. So it's 4 gigabytes. Perfect. And it's done. So that went relatively quickly. So that's one thing. Just like that the same goes for doing stuff on the Mac. You can either put things into, you can also put things into archives. Don't really know how to do that, but I know you can. So this is where it gets a little bit more tricky. Thankfully, with Norton, it tries to make it as easy as possible, but try to pay attention for this next part. So first I'm going to show you how to do it with Norton, and then I'm going to show you how to do it without Norton. So let me just get Norton up here. So here's Norton 360 at the time of recording. So if I hit run scans, I'm going to hit custom scan. So here, virus and spyware scan, that's important, whether or not you have Norton. But the thing that's really going to make an impact is disk optimization. So the thing with computers is that, like humans, every once in a while we have to organize our workspace, and that's by doing disk optimization. That's basically what the computer is doing. So the pieces of information are stored on your hard drive, that when it uninstalls and adds and writes and reads all this information, then some information becomes quite fragmented, and when the computer has to load that information, it has to look all over the hard drive, so it takes a really long time. So by doing disk optimization or disk fragmentation, then you can reduce that significantly. If you have Norton, I would recommend doing a registry cleanup, but if you don't, that's okay. I'm going to hit cancel because it can take a really long time. I recommend running this overnight, or even if you're going away for a trip for like a week, then to let that run while you're away. And while it's running, don't use the computer because it will be extremely slow and may harm your computer. For those of you who do not have Norton, great little utility called Defraggler in Vista and Windows 7. It will ask you to continue. So it shows up like this. So it shows you all the drives that you have. I only have one, but my C drive. It will show you the capacity of the drive, use space, free space, fragmentation, and shows you what the drive layout is. Shows you the use space and free space in a pie, and a couple other things. But if I hit analyze, so it'll take its time to analyze, as you can see. So it shouldn't take too long. So it's all done. So it says at the bottom here, gives you a little thing. So it says 114 fragmented files, 70.8 gigabytes. That's a lot. 521 total fragments, and 20% of my files are fragmented. So if you look at this kind of chart, I don't know what it's called, but let's say chart. I know it's kind of hard to see through this camera, but any red dot is fragmented, and any blue dot is perfectly okay. So these ones are all good. Most of these are fragmented, and if you don't know what they are, at the top there's a drive map legend that will tell you everything that you need to know. But again, I recommend, so just hit defrag and it'll organize itself. Again, I recommend running this overnight as it may take a while to run. And you want to do this for all of your hard drives, not just your C drive. Okay, thank you for watching Tech Education. Comment, rate, and subscribe for more computer videos. Thanks.